I'm very honored to be here today. But at the same time, I'm also upset. Because why is it that we waste 1/3 of all food produced, and yet at the same time, 1 billion people go hungry? Why is it that we pollute water faster than nature can recycle? And why is it that if all of us continues living this way, by 2030, we need the equivalent of 2 Earths to sustain ourselves? I keep asking myself, am I part of this lost generation? But I refuse to believe this. This is Nadine, and my name is Sabine. And we are here to represent a group of 16 young activists across 4 continents who were brought together by this amazing organization called World Merit. And we want to change the way that people think about waste. The consumers in the developed countries with the best access to all resources are also the ones who produce the highest amount of waste. Probably almost every person in this room is either from a developed country or now lives in a developed country. Meaning, we are all a big part of the problem. So let's make it more tangible. This morning, how many of you bought a coffee to go, and after you drink your coffee, you threw the cup away? Or this afternoon, yeah, you see? And this afternoon, how many of you grabbed one of those bottles of water or the nice green tea, but probably will not use this bottle again? And how many of you actually know what the impact is of that small action? This TEDx conference is about time, and we think it is time to act. Time to change the way that people think about waste, and time to change behavior. But people cannot act, and they can't change if they simply do not know. I mean, how many people do actually know that the Earth has no way of naturally digesting plastic, and therefore every single piece of plastic ever created still exists? So every time when I am thinking about buying a plastic bottle of water, I am part of the plastic problem. And this makes me either think twice, or it makes me feel really, really guilty that I'm even thinking about this. And I have these feelings because I do know, and I am aware. So to raise awareness about the unknown effects of our consumption behavior, and to trigger behavior change in the people who do not know, we have created the What Are You Wasting For campaign. We support United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 12, and our aim is for everyone to understand how to live sustainably. With the What Are You Wasting For campaign, we target the consumers in the developed countries, and then mainly the people between the age of 12 and 30. These young people and young adults are still developing themselves, still creating their habits, forming their norms and values. They are supposed to be our leaders of the future, and they have the right resources to actively change their behavior. So with the What Are You Wasting For campaign, we will work with vloggers across the globe, because these vloggers can reach out to millions of young people with just one vlog episode. And each vlog will deal with a different topic in the area of waste. And through hot social media channels, we will raise awareness, set challenges, and provide tips and tricks to the young people at home. The vloggers will show in their role model role that it's actually fun and cool and beneficial for everyone to act sustainable and be responsible.
So I'm pretty typical of my generation. I really care about the environment, but sometimes I find it just so difficult to do the right thing. I've been recycling for as long as I can remember, but I only just found out that leaving the lid on plastic bottles can contaminate the recycling process and means everything ends up in landfill. So why isn't that clear on the bottle? Is everything I've done before wasted because I simply didn't know enough? Well, our campaign aims to change that by bringing the information you need directly to you. Because despite living in this age of information, more data means important facts get missed. We're simply being overwhelmed. So how do we get the right information to the right people? Well, we think education is the key to action. So our campaign will give you simple, relatable information through celebrities that are already known and loved. We live in this fast-paced society where convenience is prioritised even over cost. There is too much choice and never enough time. How many of you regularly buy a bottle of water because you couldn't find or you forgot your refillable one? Do you even own one, and do you take it out with you every day? Well, we hope that by raising awareness about the implications, the consequences of our actions, that we can start to make a move just away from this throwaway society. And we think that reduce should always come before recycle. So we're launching our first challenge to everybody here today. So our call to action to you is to go for just 1 week without any throwaway drinks containers. That's no cans, no coffee cups, no bottles. And you might see, just for the first time, how many of these throwaway items you purchase. So we've launched this campaign today on our social media, and we really want everyone here to be part of it. So if I can ask everyone in the audience now to take out your phones from wherever they are, and I want you to go onto Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, you can use Twitter, that's totally fine. So I'll give you just a minute to do that. And you'll see on the screens our Twitter handle and our Facebook handle. So when you go into Twitter or Facebook, you can either search what are you wasting for, or you can go directly to our handle. And I want you to like or follow our page. I'll give you just a minute to do that. You'll see we've been very, very active today, so there's lots of fun videos. We do want to have a look at the pages later. But you'll see that our challenge is right at the top. And we really need your support to make this a success. So we want you throughout the week to take photos of yourself, and not just your successes, but your challenges too. So take pictures of you in your local coffee shop, getting your cup refilled, but also post when you're getting denied, because it might happen. So let's make that a global awareness piece. And let's show the world that you think it's time to act too.
So you are hopefully all acting now, and the vloggers will be acting. And this also really made me think that I personally should also act. So therefore, in 2017, I am going to travel with a Dutch actress, Jasmine Karsing, to the countries in Europe that produce the highest amount of waste. And we will make our very own vlog episodes. We want to show the youth that you don't need to be this stereotypical activist to do good and to make a change. We want to show them that it's fun and beneficial, and we want to take ownership of the problem. And we want to take the campaign global.
So, can you imagine a world where we have no waste in the water, no rubbish in our streets, and where we finally live within our means? Well, without each and every one of us making small changes, it will never be possible. Being sustainable is about long-term thinking, about showing compassion for future generations, for our children and our grandchildren. So I must ask you, what are you wasting for? The facts are clear and the time has to be now. We believe that small changes can lead to big impact. So what are you wasting for?